Beloved soul, you did not come here by chance. You were guided. Spirit has led you to this moment, for there is a truth you must hear, a law you must know, and a power you must awaken. The universe is not chaos, it is not confusion, it is not accident. The universe is law, and this law is so exact, so impartial, so unfailing, that it has no choice but to obey the word you speak. Let me say that again. The universe has no choice but to obey your decree. Your words are not empty. Your lips are not powerless. Every sentence you release is a seed, and that seed is planted into the soil of spirit. And the soil does not argue. It does not question. It does not refuse. It only grows what you plant. If you speak lack, lack multiplies. If you speak abundance, abundance flows. If you speak fear, fear answers. If you speak faith, faith rises. This is not imagination. This is divine law. It is as real as the law of gravity. And it works whether you believe it or not, whether you understand it or not, whether you use it wisely or carelessly. I once said, "Your word is your wand." And I tell you now again, with your lips you hold the power to write your destiny. Your tongue is the pen, your word is the command, and your life is the harvest. You cannot escape it. The universe has no choice but to reflect back to you what you continually decree. So I ask you, what have you been commanding? Have you been saying, "I am always struggling, nothing works for me"? Then do not wonder why doors seem shut. Have you been saying, "I can never afford it, money never stays with me"? Then do not wonder why your purse remains empty. Have you been saying, "Love skips over me, I am destined to be alone"? Then do not wonder why loneliness lingers. The law is not punishing you. It is obeying you. It has no choice but to return what you have spoken. But here is your hope, beloved soul. If the universe has no choice but to obey your decree, then one change of word can change your world. One new sentence can open the floodgates. One fresh decree can rewrite your story. You are not bound forever by yesterday's harvest. Today, right now, in this very moment, you may plant a new seed with a new decree, and tomorrow must answer it. Do not say, "I must wait years for change." The law does not need time. It needs only your decree. Do not say, "I must struggle to prove myself worthy." Spirit does not ask for your worthiness. It asks only for your word. Do not say, "Perhaps others are chosen, but not me." Beloved, you are chosen the moment you speak in faith, for the universe must obey all decrees alike, and it cannot withhold when you speak the language of spirit. So let us speak together now, sealing truth with decree. Repeat after me slowly, and let the silence between my words be filled with your faith. I am one with divine abundance, and abundance flows to me now. Again, I am one with divine health, and every cell of my body vibrates with life. Once more, I am one with divine love, and love surrounds me in perfect ways. Beloved, even as you speak these words, the law is moving. The universe is arranging, aligning, unfolding. Supply is already on its way. Healing is already flowing. Love is already circling. Peace is already descending. For the decree has been spoken, and the universe has no choice but to obey. This is not theory. It is not wishful thinking. It is not empty philosophy. It is the foundation of reality. It is the law by which the stars hold their course. The seas find their shore. The seasons keep their time. That same law governs your words and multiplies them into your life. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are a creator in Spirit's image, and creation answers your command. Beloved soul, this is your moment. Do not waste it on small words. Speak boldly. Declare your inheritance. Claim your oneness. Say, I am rich in spirit, and wealth flows to me. I am whole in spirit, and health shines through me. I am love in spirit, and love surrounds me. And as you speak, know that the law has already begun to answer. The universe has no choice but to obey this law, and this law is your servant. Use it well, and miracles will surround you. Use it wisely, and abundance will overflow. Use it faithfully, and love will fill your life. This is the beginning of your transformation, and it begins with your word. Beloved soul, let us now go deeper into the mystery of the spoken word. For the law that governs the universe does not respond to your wishes, your hopes, or your intentions alone. It responds to your decree. It answers your word. You may long in silence, you may dream in secret, but until you clothe that desire in words, the law has nothing to obey. When you speak, you set the creative forces of the universe in motion. When you decree, you call invisible things into visible form. I once said, your word is your wand. And I say it again to you now, your tongue is the scepter of your life. Your lips are the gate of your destiny. Your speech is the command of spirit moving through you. Whatever you say with conviction becomes the shape of your world. Do you understand, beloved? The universe is not emotional, it is exact. It is not partial, it is law. If you speak sickness, it cannot give you health. If you speak lack, it cannot give you abundance. If you speak loneliness, it cannot give you companionship. It can only reflect what you decree, for it has no choice. A woman once came to me, weary and burdened. She said, Miss Shinn, everything I touch falls apart. My business fails, my health declines, my friendships wither. What curse follows me? I listened and then asked her, tell me the words you speak in your daily life. She thought and then admitted, I am always saying, nothing ever works for me. No matter what I do, I fail. I told her, beloved, that is your curse. You have spoken it, and the universe, faithful and exact, has obeyed. Change your decree, and you will change your demonstration. She began to say, everything I do prospers. Divine order directs my affairs. Success is mine now. At first she whispered it with trembling, for her mind still doubted. But she persisted. Within weeks, her business revived, her health improved, her friendships healed. What had changed? Not fate, not chance, only her word. Another man said to me, Florance, I want to be wealthy, but it seems money flees from me. I asked him, what words do you speak of money? He answered, I always say, money slips through my fingers. I never have enough. I told him, then money has no choice but to obey. The law is not mocking you, it is serving you faithfully, reflecting your decree. Say instead, money stays with me. Money multiplies in my hands. I am one with unlimited supply. He obeyed. In time, he received unexpected income, new opportunities, and steady increase. The universe had not withheld wealth from him. His own words had. Beloved, do you see? The law of the spoken word is precise. It does not forget. It does not fail. It only multiplies what you decree. This is why I say, never speak words you do not want to see appear in your life. Never joke with lack. Never play with sickness. Never murmur of failure. For the law takes every word seriously. Your tongue can bind you or free you. With it you can curse your destiny, or you can bless your future. With it you can create chains, or you can create wings. Many are imprisoned by their own speech, repeating daily decrees of fear, lack, and doubt. They say, I never get a break. I am always behind. Nothing good lasts. And the law, exact and obedient, arranges their world accordingly. But the moment they dare to change their decree, the chains fall off and the doors open. I recall a young woman who longed for love, but said constantly, all men are faithless, all love ends in pain. I told her, beloved, you are closing the very door you wish to open. Speak instead, divine love now meets me in perfect ways. I am surrounded by harmony. I am worthy of love that lasts. She obeyed, though her heart still trembled. Within months, a relationship appeared that was steady, faithful, and true. She wrote me later, I see now that my own words had locked me out of love, and my new words unlocked the door. Beloved, your word is your wand. Do not swing it carelessly. Do not point it at shadows. Point it at light, and light will answer. Point it at abundance, and abundance will come. Point it at health, and health will fill you. Point it at love, and love will surround you. Say with me now, slowly and with faith, my word is law, and the law always obeys. Again, I decree abundance, and abundance flows to me now. Once more, I decree health, love, and peace, and they appear swiftly, under grace, in perfect ways. Beloved, these words are not empty. They are creative forces. They have already gone forth into the invisible, and the universe has no choice but to arrange the visible in obedience. Your harvest is already growing. Your miracle is already forming. Your supply is already on its way. So guard your lips. Choose your decrees with wisdom. Speak only what you desire, and refuse to give voice to what you fear. For the law does not argue, it does not delay, it does not forget. It simply reflects what you decree. From this day forward, let your speech be your ally. Let your tongue bless, not curse. Let your lips affirm, not deny. Let your words open doors, not close them. For the universe has no choice but to obey your decree. And if your decree is faith, abundance, health, and love, then those things must become your daily demonstration. Beloved soul, remember your word is your wand, and you are always creating. Create wisely, create boldly, create joyfully. For the law is faithful, and the universe is listening. Beloved soul, let me reveal to you a truth that can end your confusion forever. The universe never says no. Spirit does not argue with you. Divine law does not resist you. The great order of the universe does not withhold from you. It reflects, it repeats, it multiplies. It always says yes. Yes to your faith, yes to your fear, yes to your decree, yes to your doubt. Whatever you continually affirm, whether for good or for ill, the law says yes. This is why some live in circles of lack and others in streams of abundance. This is why some see demonstrations of healing, while others remain in sickness. It is not that spirit has chosen one and rejected another. It is not that life favors some and forsakes others. No, the law is impartial. It does not play favorites. It does not reward pleading. It does not pity tears. It only returns what is decreed. A woman once came to me and said, Miss Shinn, I have prayed for years, and yet nothing has changed. Does God not hear me? I told her, Beloved, it is not that your prayer was unheard, but that your words after your prayer canceled it. You asked for supply in the morning, and by noon you said, I never have enough. The universe heard both prayers and answered both, for the universe always says yes. You asked for health, and then told your neighbor, my illness is hopeless. The law obeyed both decrees. The law has no power to refuse. It multiplies whatever it is given. She wept when she realized that her own lips had been her undoing, but then she rejoiced, for she saw that her own lips could also be her salvation. Beloved, do not think your careless words are forgotten. Do not believe that the universe only listens when you kneel to pray. Every word you speak is a prayer. Every sentence is an affirmation. Every phrase is a decree. Whether whispered in fear or spoken in faith, the law is always listening, always obeying, always returning. A man once told me, "I am cursed. Nothing ever works for me. I try and fail, try and fail." And I said to him, "Indeed, you are cursed, but the curse is your own decree." The universe has been saying yes to your every word. Change your speech, and the curse will lift. He began to say instead, "Everything I do prospers. Doors open for me. I succeed now." At first he felt foolish, but he persisted, and soon his work prospered, his path cleared, his success appeared. The law had not changed, but his decree had, and the law simply said yes. Beloved, let this sink deeply into you. The universe cannot say no. If you say, "I am sick," it says yes, and sickness answers. If you say, "I am healed," it says yes, and health answers. If you say, "I am poor," it says yes, and poverty multiplies. If you say, "I am rich in spirit," it says yes, and abundance flows. The universe is a faithful servant, and it obeys without question. Do not ask then, "Why has this come upon me?" Ask, "What have I decreed?" Do not ask, "Why has nothing changed?" Ask, "What word have I been repeating?" Do not ask, "Why is my life full of struggle?" Ask, "What have I commanded with my tongue?" For the law never refuses, it never delays, it never withholds, it always says yes. Beloved, this is both a warning and a promise. If you continue to speak fear, the law will say yes, and your life will echo it. If you continue to speak lack, the law will say yes, and lack will surround you. But if you begin to speak faith, the law will say yes, and miracles will appear. If you begin to speak abundance, the law will say yes, and supply will overflow. If you begin to speak love, the law will say yes, and harmony will embrace you. Do not think it takes long. The moment you speak differently, the universe begins to rearrange. The law does not need years, it needs only a decree. The law does not ask for struggle, it asks for faith. The law does not wait for your worthiness, it waits for your word. Say with me now, sealing this truth into your spirit, "The universe always says yes to my decree." Again, I choose to speak only words of faith, abundance, love, and peace. Once more, every decree I speak returns to me multiplied, under grace, in perfect ways. Beloved, these words are not hope, they are law. As you speak them, they are already returning. The universe is already arranging, already obeying, already multiplying. You are not waiting for it. It is waiting for you. So from this day forward, never again speak words you do not wish to live. Never again say, "I am cursed." Never again say, "I cannot." Never again say, "It is too late," for the universe will only say yes. Speak instead, "I am blessed. I can. It is my time." And the universe will say yes to that as well. Beloved, you are the author of your destiny, for the law has no power to refuse you. Speak wisely, speak boldly, speak faithfully. For the universe always says yes. Beloved soul, let me tell you now a truth that will lift every chain from your life. Abundance is your birthright. You were not born for lack. You were not born to struggle endlessly. You were not born to chase blessings as though they were strangers running from you. You were born into abundance, health, love, and peace because you were born of spirit, and spirit is infinite. Do you not see? The trees do not beg for rain. The stars do not compete for space. The ocean does not wonder if it will be filled again. All of creation lives from an endless supply, because supply is the nature of spirit, and you, beloved, are no less than the trees, no less than the stars, no less than the ocean. You too were created in oneness with that infinite source. Lack is not truth, lack is illusion. Abundance is truth, and abundance is your inheritance. Yet many say, Florance, my purse is empty, my body is weak, my heart is lonely. How can you say abundance is mine? And I answer, what you see with your eyes is not the whole of reality. What you feel in your flesh is not the final word. What you hold in your hand is not the measure of your inheritance. The unseen comes before the seen. The invisible comes before the visible. The harvest is not in the field before the seed is planted, but when the seed is planted, the harvest is certain. Beloved, abundance is already yours in spirit. It is waiting for your decree to bring it into form. It is waiting for your word to call it into visibility. You are not creating something new when you affirm prosperity. You are claiming what is already yours. You are not stealing when you rejoice in wealth. You are stepping into your inheritance. You are not deceiving yourself when you decree love. You are opening your arms to what has always been waiting. I recall a woman who came to me and said, Miss Shinn, I have lived in poverty all my life. Perhaps it is my lot, perhaps Spirit has chosen this for me. And I told her, Beloved, Spirit chooses no one for poverty. Poverty is not divine will, it is human decree. Abundance is the will of Spirit, for Spirit is infinite. Begin to speak your inheritance. She began to affirm daily, I am one with infinite supply. All that is mine comes to me now, under grace, in perfect ways. Soon unexpected channels opened, money arrived, opportunities came. The poverty she had called her lot dissolved, because her new decree replaced the old. Another man once said, Florance, I dare not ask for abundance, for I am not worthy. I answered, Beloved, abundance is not a prize for worthiness. It is your birthright by oneness. Just as the sun shines on the sinner and the saint alike, so supply flows not by merit, but by law. Do not call yourself unworthy, for that is a lie of separation. Say instead, I am one with divine supply, and supply is one with me. He began to speak it, and soon he lived in greater comfort and peace than he had known before. Beloved, hear me well, you must stop speaking separation. You must stop saying, I am left out, I am forgotten, I am unlucky, I am too late. None of these are true. They are illusions. They are weeds in the garden of your life. Pull them up and plant the truth instead. Say, I am chosen. I am remembered. I am favored. I am on time. And the law, faithful as ever, will say yes, and abundance will appear. Say with me now, with faith and with conviction, abundance is my birthright, and I claim it now. Again, I was born into supply, and supply flows to me freely. Once more, all that is mine comes to me now, under grace, in perfect ways. Beloved, these are not just affirmations, they are decrees of inheritance. They are the words that open the door to your rightful blessing. They are the keys that unlock the storehouse that has always been waiting for you. Even now, as you speak them, the law is obeying. Even now, new channels are opening. Even now, your inheritance is flowing into visibility. Do not live as a beggar in the house of spirit. Do not crawl at the table when you are heir to the feast. Rise, speak your inheritance, and take your place. For you are not separate from supply, you are one with it. You are not far from love. You are surrounded by it. You are not excluded from health, you are filled with it. This is your truth. This is your law. This is your birthright. And when you see another prosper, do not envy. Say instead, their good proves mine. Their abundance proves my abundance. For in oneness, what you bless returns to you. What you celebrate multiplies in your own life. Envy closes the door, but blessing swings it wide open. Beloved soul, let me leave you this in your heart. You were born for abundance. You were born for joy. You were born for love. You were born for peace. Do not accept any lie of separation, for spirit is infinite, and you are one with spirit. Say it one last time, sealing it into your being. Abundance is my birthright, and I claim it now, under grace, in perfect ways. Beloved soul, truth is not alive until it is demonstrated. You may hear the law, you may nod in agreement, you may even repeat the words, but until the harvest shows in your life, the truth has not yet taken root. Spirit is not theory, spirit is demonstration, and when you dare to speak in faith, you will see the proof appear, swiftly, under grace, in perfect ways. Let me tell you of those who put this law into practice and the miracles that followed. A woman once came to me, her face full of worry. "Miss Shinn," she said, "my rent is due tomorrow. I have no money, and I will be cast out." Her words trembled with fear. I told her, "Beloved, speak not of fear. Fear multiplies itself. Speak supply instead. Say, my rent is paid. My supply comes now under grace, in perfect ways." She looked at me in doubt, but she obeyed. She repeated it all night, as if it were her lifeline. The next day, a check arrived in the mail, an unexpected sum, large enough to cover her rent and more. She wept with joy, saying, "The law has answered me." And I said, "The law always answers." It had no choice. Another man came without work. He said, "I have searched for months. No one will hire me. Perhaps it is not meant to be." I said, "Beloved, do not decree delay. Do not decree rejection. Say instead, I am divinely guided. The right position finds me swiftly, under grace, in perfect ways." He obeyed. Within 2 weeks, he was called to a position that paid him more than he had expected and placed him in an environment of favor. He said, "It was as though the job was waiting for me." And I told him, "Indeed it was. Your word opened the door." I remember an artist, gifted but unseen. She said, "No one values my work. I cannot sell a single piece. Perhaps my art is worthless." I said, "Beloved, you have decreed invisibility. Speak visibility instead. Say, what is mine cannot be hidden. My work is seen, valued, and rewarded." She obeyed, repeating it daily, though her eyes still saw empty walls. Within weeks, a collector discovered her work, purchased several paintings, and opened new opportunities for her. She wrote me later, "It was as if the whole world turned to look at me the moment I spoke the truth." Beloved, these are not accidents. These are demonstrations of faith. The law had no choice but to obey their decree. The universe always says yes. Let me tell you also of health. A woman burdened with illness said continually, "This sickness is mine, this pain is mine." And so it was. I told her, "Beloved, stop claiming the shadow, claim the truth. Say, I am one with divine life, and life flows through me now." She began to speak it, though her body trembled. But day by day, her strength grew, her health returned. Soon she walked free of the affliction. She said, "When I stopped calling the sickness mine,